Three people get caught in the water during a hurricane. Yolanda, Elliot, and Alan. Who saves who? And who died? Stay tuned because we have the answers for you here on AFTERBUZZ TV.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
She in the spotlight. Oh my God.
There's a light show with us.
We have a light show here. Hello and welcome to the Young and Hungry after show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. I hope you love the serious intro. And today we have flashing lights that will not stop because we are celebrating our engineer Steven's birthday. Happy birthday!
Yeah. Happy birthday, Steven! Everybody wish him a happy birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Steven.
And it is also Maria Menounos' birthday today as well.
Yes, happy birthday, Maria.
So we are having an amazing AFTERBUZZ TV birthday bash today here at
yes,
AFTERBUZZ.
there's cake.
We have cake, and we are eating it here, and it's great. But where can we find you guys on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Michelle_Cullen, and I will start sharing my Instagram. It's awkward_photographer.
Yes.
It's really awkward, but I post a lot more there, so please start following me on Instagram
Yes.
if you are interested in my life.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B Talks TV.
All right, and you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones. So, guys, we have some crazy stuff to talk about today.
Weather.
I cannot believe. Okay, yeah, we have the weather to talk
Let's talk about the weather.
The hurricane that happens during this episode. But who thought Hawaii would be such a depressing place?
It's just full of so much drama, and you
It
would never
is.
think that looking at it.
It's,
I know.
It's because you expect so much when you go there. You expect so many happy things.
Yep.
When you go to Hawaii, that you only get disappointed.
I know. And we see it starts off with Gabi, and she asks Josh if they can just take it slow after the whole thing with Adam that happened. And it's one of those things where it's like, all right, okay, cool. They're at least together. They're taking it slow. It'll be good. And then they decide to go out on the terrace or the balcony. And then Gabi and Josh run into Adam, who's on their balcony, literally next door because their rooms are next door.
Yep.
How awkward was that? Like, that was so awkward. I was like,
Definition of awkward in
like,
the dictionary. If you
cool.
look up awkward in the dictionary.
It's just a freeze frame of that moment.
exactly. And then, like, it was like Josh, like, Gabi knocked the ice off. I was like, oh, Josh, can you please go get some more ice? And then Adam and Gabi talk, and Gabi was like, look, this was nothing. It was just a vacation kiss. Adam's like, no, I really think that I felt something here. He tries to kiss
course.
her.
Yep.
Tries to kiss her, and she pulls away, and, like, this guy cannot get a clue.
He just, I mean, you gotta give him a little bit of credit because he's just going for it with his whole heart, but his whole heart just got left at the altar, and I
Yeah.
feel like it's feeling a lot of things.
He's our source of drama right now.
He
Main
is.
source of drama.
I know what's crazy is I love his character. He's such a funny, like, just comedic genius. Like, I love him as an actor.
I love him as an actor as well. I mean, if he weren't ruining Gabi and Josh's relationship,
Yep.
then I would like him a lot more.
Yeah, we always have to have one person that tries to ruin their relationship, and I have to say I think he's my favorite so far.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of something that's tried to ruin the relationship because it just seems so comical. Like it's not like necessarily serious. It's like a comical obstacle. And that's what I love about it. Is like him and then Dr. Rounds, they're both like mentally unstable a little bit. And it's what makes them fun and exciting. But like Gabi was basically like, okay, I cannot stay next door to him. I cannot stay next door to him. And calls Sophia and is basically like, all right, Sophia, you're going to pretend like you got bit by a snake. And then it turned into a spider riding on the back of a snake. So that way they could leave. But then because of the tropical storm, at this point it's only a tropical storm.
Yes.
They have to stay. And they can't go anywhere. And so that got ruined. But I thought that would work. Because usually Gabi's crazy plans usually work. When
Yeah.
at first.
Yes.
Some like half and half maybe.
Were you guys surprised whenever she was like, okay, like they came back from the airport and it didn't work out? I was.
I mean, there has to be like some way for an episode to continue, you know?
That's true, but I figured it would
And,
like continue.
the theme of the episode.
Yeah. That's true. That's
So,
true. Otherwise,
okay.
it would have had to be like, oh, like split screen. Like, okay, we're over here with Yolanda, Elliot, and
Yeah.
Alan. Okay, now we're back in, with Josh and Gabi. So I get that.
Which
Yeah.
could happen, but like I enjoy seeing the characters in one place.
Yep.
Minus, I guess, Sophia at this point.
And one place we did see them because Adam and his fiance again, Amanda, run into Josh and Gabby, on the balcony once again. And it's awkward, and then Amanda asks them both for dinner, and Gabby and Adam say no, but then Josh is like, yeah, of course, let's do it. So they go on this awkward little, date together.
Yep.
And Amanda basically asks Adam, gets on her knees, asks Adam to marry her. And what does he say?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want, but
Didn't work out well.
she had a beautiful line that, again, I love Freeform. I can't handle how many dirty innuendos exist on this show. But she said, I've never been on my knees this long with clothes on before.
Oh my god.
That,
No,
that happened.
sounds-
That was on TV. What
That
you
was
on
crazy.
Freeform. It used
Freeform.
to be ABC Family.
Freeform is definitely getting a little crazy these days.
Yep.
But, you know,
Wow.
like that, and then this week on Baby Daddy, which I'm getting ready to cover next, both of these episodes were like insanely inappropriate, and especially Baby Daddies. But I just can't believe like Freeform just keeps taking it up a notch. Like
They do.
They're just loving all this stuff that they can do now.
Yeah,
They're
they are
pushing the limits.
exercising their freedom.
They're pushing the limits of what was ABC Family, and now they're pushing the limits for Freeform.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's the real meaning behind free form. It's like
Yeah,
there's no
pushing
line
the
anymore.
limits.
No
It's
line.
a fluid concept. And it just takes on its own form.
I think it is the pushing the limits. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think they definitely like pushing the limits, and pushing the limits they did with the throuple that we have.
It's still going on.
Still going on. I've never heard of a throuple, but it sounds like a good time.
I'm surprised they lasted more than 5 minutes.
I know. I mean, it doesn't last very much longer because we see all of them. They're out in the ocean. Basically, tropical storms starting to happen. Alan runs for the hills. Elliot is saved by Yolanda and her floaties.
Yep, her
Of course.
Her
she would.
floaties.
her built-in floaties.
Yeah, of course.
And Yolanda, I was kind of surprised that she saved him because she's always trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, but it's that
but
the familial like bond between them where she can't stand him, but she loves him, and she would never actually let any
Yeah.
harm come to him.
That's true.
It's a brother-sister relationship.
That's true. And Elliot's absolutely ticked off at Alan for not saving him, saying that he left him behind to die, and says that he loves Yolanda even though she's in her swimming suit. That's love. That's love.
It's a messed up kind of love, but it is love.
I mean, I think the definition of Elliot's love is a little out there.
Out there. Yeah.
It's-
Literally out there in the water
like-
somewhere.
He left it
I
behind.
mean, it's weird.
Yeah, it definitely is. Elliot does not really know how to, how can I say it, act like a normal human. But I love it because he literally does the craziest things, and Yolanda's right there by his side, like the sidekick of a lifetime. And I love the relationship. It is my favorite, one of my favorite TV relationships of all time.
Yes.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Can I get an amen? Seriously though. And it's just so funny because, you know, we see the scene where Yolanda, Elliot, and Alan are sitting at the bar again, having a drink, and Alan's professing how sorry he is for Elliot, and Elliot's like, and he's like, come on, are you acting up again? Like, literally, I'm trying to apologize for you. Choking on one of those little, like,
fruity drinks are
fruity
dangerous.
drinks. And then Yolanda saves his life again. And Alan is like, okay, crap. Like, I could have saved him again. I didn't save him.
then Alan's like,
maybe
Yolanda, what the
and
heck?
Elliot are meant to be now. No, I'm kidding.
It really shows that Yolanda really does care for him no matter what she says, because the fact that she's saved him again, this is kind of a big deal, especially for Yolanda. Usually she's like, oh, he's going to be fine. You know, like they have this love-hate relationship, but I'm thinking maybe they're going to be like closer friends these days. Once you save someone's life, there's no way to not get closer.
I think they'll go back to the fighting off and on relationship.
You think so?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's what we like. It's what we like about the show.
That's true.
And if that changes, it's like, oh, I want the comedic aspect.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry, don't you think?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like watching them run around and like try to hurt each other, but in the end, they're really got each other's backs.
I could,
Yeah.
I could see that.
can
And
see
I
that.
also think that they help each other out in such extreme manners that most friendships wouldn't go through, that like they can't be keeping score.
Yeah. Who do you
Yeah.
think's who? Which one's Tom and which one's Jerry?
Oh,
I think Yolanda's
yeah.
Tom.
I was gonna say.
Don't you think?
Definitely,
Do you
definitely.
think Yolanda's the cat?
I do. I think she is because she's the one that usually is more mischievous.
This is a weird
Don't you
conversation,
don't you
but I
agree though?
Isn't Jerry the wiser one? Like he sets the traps for the cat
That's
because
true.
he's the mouse, and he's usually the cat catches the mouse,
True.
and the mouse is all about like no. no, bro.
That's
That
true.
was beautiful English, by the way.
It was beautiful.
No,
You're all welcome.
Yeah, I definitely think they have that cat-mouse type of relationship, but I think it's what makes us love them. But speaking of a different type of relationship, whenever they're over there and Amanda's on her knees asking Adam for his hand in Mirage, he basically says that he still has feelings for Gabi, and Amanda tries to slap/punch Gabi.
Oh, it was a full punch.
But Gabi moved, and then she just punched
I
Josh in
tried
the
to
face.
slap/punch my screen
Did you?
that I was
Oh,
watching.
that's
the
a lot
TV
of
on.
feelings.
How does? Oh,
Yeah, that.
just like that.
Cause it was going well, kinda.
I know.
Gabby and
Oh, that
Josh.
kinda.
Kinda.
Like, it really wasn't going that well.
Like
Yeah.
like better than normal circumstances.
But then Josh kind of is like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna put this behind us. It's cool. Like he just has feelings for you. You don't have feelings for him. They go to the room. They're getting really frisky, a lack of better terms. And then of course they always get interrupted. And they get interrupted by this, okay, excuse me, folks, we're going to need you to get kits because we're having a hurricane and we need you to have it if the power goes out. So then Josh runs to go get the kit.
Yep.
And what happens in the meantime?
I felt bad for Adam in this situation because that's awful. Getting locked out on a balcony during a hurricane is not a nice thing to do to
Karma.
anyone, regardless of their answer to your marriage proposal.
Exactly. She was going to leave him out to die.
Not nice.
She was going to leave him out to die.
Karma for ruining Josh and Gabby's relationship.
So he comes in and he's in a really thin t-shirt and shorts, I think, and
Yep.
he's
Little
freezing.
boxers. It's
Yeah,
boxers.
little boxers, and he's freezing because it's a hurricane. You know how it gets cold, weather stuff.
Weather.
Weather stuff.
Weather.
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature. And
We like weather.
He just wants a robe. And I personally think they made it so much more awkward than it needed to be. Because if he had just been standing in a robe normally and Josh had come back in, they could have just immediately said, Amanda locked me out and I crawled over so that I could stay inside the building. That's
Yeah.
all that needed to happen.
Yep. See, I think that too, but I mean, that would just be too easy, right?
Yeah, and we have the Queen of Awkwardness.
Queen of
here,
awkwardness.
It's also awkward that he crawled under the bed and around and into the bathroom. Like when he went down, he was on one side of the bed next to the wall. And when he came back up, he came out of the bathroom and it's like, you crawled.
Yeah.
How did no one hear that?
I didn't hear it. Like, I didn't hear anything. I was like, what the heck? I was like, where? Because she's like, okay, Josh, once Josh comes back, he's under the bed. And then he looks under the bed. He's like, actually, I'm
No,
over
he's not.
here. And it's like, okay, Houdini, like, what is this?
That was pretty cool. Can you explain that more? I want to learn more about that.
I want to know more about that. Pause on this whole awkward relationship thing.
I want to point out that Boo right now said, not gonna lie, Adam is better looking than Josh.
Oh, shots fired.
All right.
So,
Oh my gosh, that's nice.
can't.
Well, Boo, thanks
That's
for the lovely.
hilarious.
I love that. That's great.
I mean,
yeah.
live your life. Live your dream.
I think they're both really good looking.
Yeah, I think that it's one of those things where
Dakota doesn't have an opinion.
I don't have an opinion, but I'm gonna leave this one up to you two girls and Boo.
I think they're both really good looking.
I do too.
Like, which one do you think better? Which one do you guys like? better?
Both.
I mean, it's difficult because Josh has just been crazy, but then Adam
Seems kind of stable. Well,
is
not really.
emotionally unstable right now. I wouldn't say he's mentally unstable. I would say he's emotionally unstable.
Yeah, that's
Is
true.
anyone on this show stable?
I don't think so.
I think Sophia's
Sophia.
the most stable.
Sophia, she's pretty stable in the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pretty stable. But then this whole hurricane thing happens. Everyone's running around the lobby like chickens with their heads cut off.
Why are they still in the lobby? There are so many glass doors.
I'm like, get out! Like, not only is there glass doors,
I don't
but
know,
there's a
it's
lot of
sprinted, like-
open, like,
Open
Open
concepts can be
curtains.
dangerous.
it's
guys.
like
Yeah.
scary. Like, if you're in a storm, like PSA announcement here, public service announcement,
helping you out.
helping you out right here at AfterBuzz TV. Just go in a basement. Go in. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be running around.
Take it seriously. Take it seriously.
Yeah.
It's life-threatening stuff.
Yeah. And moving on from that little serious note, God bless. Basically, Yolanda's like gonna leave. I'm sorry, but basically, Yolanda's about to leave Elliot high and dry, and Alan's like, "No, this is my moment. I'm gonna. This is what is it? The third try.
Yes.
This is my moment. I'm gonna save Elliot." And he runs off to save him, and then Alan is basically trying. Oh my gosh! I found you, Elliot, and it's that one guy, Danny,
The hotel manager.
the hotel manager from Flip Flops for Lovers. They have a cute little moment.
Oh,
Aw.
And Elliot's like, get away from my man.
They never find the
Always.
body.
Yep.
It can comfort you.
I know. That was in the line. That was kind of like, oh, speaking of mentally unstable.
Right? Everyone's really emotionally charged at Flip Flops for Lovers. I feel like you should never go to a themed couples resort. Like, that's what
think
I'm
so.
getting out of season 4.
I don't think so. I think you should
that's the
stay
lesson.
away.
Overall lesson we've learned in the past 2 episodes.
Yes.
Yes.
And a little bit of a like cool little news and gossip thrown in there for you. Becca and I know part of Elliot and Alan's storyline coming up within the next, want to say, 4
Couple
episodes.
episodes.
You guys are gonna love it.
4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, we can't tell you guys what it is, but Becca and I went to a taping and we got to see kind of like the beginning of something cool for Elliot and Alan. So definitely stay tuned. You guys are gonna love that.
They're going to tell me after this.
And we were gonna
Yeah.
tell you last week,
They didn't.
but we forgot. So we have to tell you. It's
Yes.
really good.
But,
But-
keep watching. 'Cause
Keep watching.
It's good.
Apparently, it's real good.
It's real
It's
good.
amazing.
Yes. And finally, after, Elliot and Alan make up, it's a nice little moment. Then we kind of go back down to the lobby where Josh and Gabi are still running around, clinging to a pillar. And they're fighting. They're trying to work things out. She's like, I just want to have fun. That's the reason Adam and I connected, was because we had fun. And I feel like you and I were just running around crazy all the time. We are not having fun. We're just like in this emotional state of craziness all the time, like instability. And right as he says, you know what, maybe we should not be together, the
The storm ends.
stops. I love this.
And birds chirped, and the sun came out.
It's like
It was
symbolism going on here.
Well-
Major symbolism.
Mother Nature agrees with Josh.
Even at that point, I was kind of like, you know what, maybe they aren't meant to be together. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
It was, I had that same wake up call where I feel like we've just been so invested in them being a couple and finding their happily ever after for
Yeah.
the last 3 seasons that they have this very real, frank discussion about how kind of volatile their entire
Yeah.
relationship has been since the moment they met, basically. And it's like
Unhealthy.
it's like the clouds lifted. Holy crap! That's such great symbolism.
I know.
Thank you so much, Young and Hungry. But it's like, maybe they're not the best.
Yeah, it's
They're just not.
And it made me
Unhappy
sad, but it was one of
relationship.
those moments where I was kind of like, you know what? Like, I've been for this relationship so much, and maybe I need to take a step back. Like, maybe I should, like,
Maybe I need to break
reevaluate
up
my
with Gabi.
emotions. Like, maybe I should reevaluate my emotions, take a 5-minute break, and I'll come back to you guys, and we'll talk about it. Because
regroup.
I'm not ready for this. But it was emotional, and it was one of those things where it was kind of like, like, it just kind of messed with me.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, Josh leaves, Gabi flies back home. She's with Sophia, and she's like, don't you worry. Josh is going to be here. He's going to knock on this door any second. And a day goes by. I don't know how many days, if it was just a day or multiple days.
Yeah.
Gabby's on the couch waiting for Josh. He never comes.
Ouch.
Never comes.
Oh, wait.
And that's how we end the episode, guys. Like, that was intense. Like, I was wanting some kind of funny little scene from Yolanda and Elliot, like cat and mouse game again. You know how they end us with something cute and witty. No, we just got that serious punch in the
Sad.
face. Like, Amanda, Adam's ex-fiance, came up to me literally and just socked me in the face just
It
like she did
happened.
Josh. Not even
Yep.
kidding.
It's
Same.
just,
Crazy
Heartbreaking.
stuff.
Is Josh ever going to come back?
I don't know.
Huh?
does
Going
she
in-
still work for him? A lot of confusing things have
Oh,
happened.
and you know what?
Oh.
And I think getting into that, let's get into some predictions real quick.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I want to know what you think. What do you think's going to happen?
I feel like he might potentially fire her.
Really?
Like temporarily.
Temporarily.
Like,
Yeah.
he'll come to his senses and have her back.
Yeah.
But I just feel like he's going to want a hardcore separation.
Yep.
All right.
I definitely agree it's going to affect the environment she's working in.
Crazy.
For the moment.
I know. I think so too. I think that's going to happen. And then I was going to say something else, but I can't because we know what's happening. So I can't say much. But I do think that we're going to see Gabi and Josh kind of separate for a while. And, you know, we talked last season about how many episodes they were going to stay together. And I think we've kind of reached our limit. Like, they're going to start doing their separate things again. And then maybe in a season or less than a season, they'll kind of come back together again. But
Or maybe not.
it's kind of heartbreaking. Like, I feel like we're really serious right now. But, guys, that's what we got for you. And we
It was
can't.
emotional.
I know. And so We love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. I will be gone next week, but we will still have our after show, and hopefully you guys will be here. And where can we find you guys on social media?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B Talks TV.
And you can find me on Twitter at Michelle_Cullen and Instagram at awkward_photographer.
Perfect.
That's
and
my-
do not forget to rate, subscribe, comment, go on iTunes, download us, give us 5 stars, give us a review. Talk to us on Twitter. We're all very active on
Yeah.
Twitter. We love to talk to you guys. We love hearing your comments. And you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones. See you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.